Hey Cancer, sorry, I'm falling out of my chair. Hey Cancer, I'm doing a reading for you for the full moon in Scorpio, right? What I was getting for you before I started this video, I feel like you're going through a very heavy release period, right? I feel like there's been a lot of different people, a lot of different energies like coming up and like trying to provoke you, irritate you, frustrate you here, right? Like I feel like it's even like friends, family, people like that, like people that surround you every day, right? I feel like it's people that you really enjoy, that you really love, have care for here as well, right? I just feel like they've just been irritating you. Cancer, I don't feel like you know why. I feel like you're doing like your best to just pay it no mind, like keeping your eyes forward, not allowing these things to like really come in and bother you here at this time. You're really protecting yourself. First out, we have guidance. At this time, I feel like you're doing a lot of like heavy spying here as well. I feel like you're purposely being pulled to certain places, certain directions here. I feel like there's going to be a lot of different people that you're supposed to be meeting here as well. Like I feel like there's going to be a lot of new energies, a lot of new people replacing the old toxic ones. I feel like the Scorpio full moon energy is almost like allowed you to see like the toxicity, the stagnancy of certain things, certain aspects within relationships here, right? And Cancer, I feel like it's just irritating you. I feel like you're done, you're over it, like you just don't want to deal with it anymore here, right? First out, we have Justice. The universe, Cancer, and the more that you keep getting in these like irritated, like frustrated, like certain circumstances and situations here, right? Like it's almost like the universe is pulling you to these because I feel like it's time for you to make a change. It's time for you to really start going after what it is you've been wanting. I feel like you've almost been like settling for things that are less than you deserve here, right? I feel like Cancer, I feel like you're such a sweet person. I feel like you're such a kind person. I don't feel like you even bother anybody. That's what I'm saying, Cancer. You're not out here bothering people. You're not irritating people. You're not frustrating people here, right? And so it's like almost like, why are these people doing this to you? And it's literally the universe doing this just to push you into a different direction here, right? And then we have Six of Pentacles. It's time for you to grow as a person. I feel like there was a situation here that you were like settling for. You weren't getting enough attention. You weren't getting enough money here as well, right? The universe saw that, and I feel like the universe is like feeling your vibration here, right? And you've been doing a lot of manifestation work. You've been doing a lot of spiritual work, a lot of work on yourself here, right? Putting it into yourself for self-growth, for happiness, for love, for abundance, right? And the universe is feeling that. And I feel like where you had been placed in the beginning of this is not where you're at now, right? And I feel like in the beginning when you had started this situation, right, you could have been in a little bit more of a toxic space, not as happy, not as, abundant here as well, right? And now that you're in this wonderful space, you're almost like looking around you and like realizing like, hey, like this isn't where you're supposed to be, right? Like it's not you're not supposed to be there, Cancer. And I feel like you were for a moment, but it's not where you're at now, and it's time to really make a change here, right? When you do that, like I feel like the universe is pushing you to a place that's going to be so abundant, so prosperous, so much happiness here, right? Like you're gonna have a lot more love and support. Once again, I feel like you had been settling in situations here with people and their attitudes and money that it just was not working out, right? And you were almost like fearful as to like where to take things, right? We have Six of Swords, we have Six of Pentacles and Six of Swords. We have two sixes here, right? Once again, I feel like the universe is really loving you, supporting you, having your back here as well, right? Especially with this Justice card. There could be a Libra that's coming in for you at this time. You could be working very closely with them, right? Yes, I feel like now's the time to set it on a new adventure. Now's the time to really go forward. And then we have Queen of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you could heavily be working with a Libra woman here as well. I feel like you're really looking at the facts of the situation. Like I don't feel like in Cancer you are an emotional being, but at this time I don't feel like you're taking on that energy. You're very matter of fact. You're not allowing things to get to you. You're not allowing your emotions to get riled up here, right? I feel like you have no problem speaking your truth here, right? And walking away from things. Like this Queen of Swords, her head is literally on a sword. She has no problem taking her own energy to cut you away, right? She has no issue with walking away from situations here that are no longer for her growth here as well. You're definitely seeing that. Like I feel like let the tornadoes come, right? Let the tornadoes come. It's time for you to really start moving, allowing people to get it what it is they deserve. And then we have King of Pentacles. Yeah, you could heavily be walking away from a King of Pentacles at this time. I feel like they were almost preventing your growth as well. It's time. I feel like you're seeing everything about this person that you just really don't like, I feel like there was aspects here like that you really enjoyed, like they were fruitful, they had a lot of money, they were you did a lot of things with this person here, right? And now you're like looking at this person, it's like it's too much, like they just do the most, and it like nothing really ever gets done, right? And I feel like you're almost like realizing like the toxicity within these people, within these aspects here, right? You're not, I feel like there was almost like this masculine energy here, right, that was benefiting off of your work, right? I feel like once you kind of see and realize that, I feel like you're really not allowing them to like ride your coattails here any longer, right? What is this Justice card? What is this Justice card? We have 9 of Wands. Yeah. I feel like there was a circumstance here where, once again, you were feeling depleted, you were feeling beat up on, and I feel like you're finally like realizing like, hey, this is not okay. Like you didn't deserve this. Nobody deserves this. You wouldn't do this to another person, and it's time for you to make a change here as well. I feel like the universe really saw what you were going through, and I feel like the universe knew like, hey, you deserved more. You deserve better. And I feel like it's almost like you grin and bear certain circumstances here, right, just to get through it, right? But once you have realization as to like what it is you've really been like bearing, it's time to release it. It's gotten way too heavy. It's gotten way too heavy. And then we have the 5 of Swords. And then we have the 5 of Swords. I feel like there was a lot of confusion about the situation. Once you have true understanding, once the sun has really come out on this, I feel like you're realizing like, hey, you really do deserve more. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles and the Fool. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles and the Fool. You know, this next opportunity that you're going to be making money hand over fist. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is going to be a situation where you can really ground yourself in, where you can really have the support system, where you're really going to be able to like have a foundation, where you're going to be able to like make the moves, go forward here as you're supposed to. I feel like you're almost going to be given a key. And then we have 7 of Wands. And then we have 7. Yeah, you're going to be so protected here, right? It's almost like you had to go through like sometimes like you get like really terrible jobs or really terrible significant others here, right? So that like the next person that comes in is like an absolute dream. It's like, how could you have gotten so lucky? Well, it's because you had to go through such terrible circumstances and you were tested, and I feel like you were rewarded here, right? What is this 6 of Swords? We have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, you are so moving away from any hurtful words here, right? I feel like you almost like have a like somebody's like it's like a secret opportunity here, right? And I feel like you're moving towards that. This is something that you're willing to go towards, right? You're tired of listening to people's crazy, mean, hateful words here, right? Like you're only focused on your money, and that's where you're going. You're leaving everything else behind. Anybody that's been trying to hurt your feelings, tear you down here as well. It's done. It's over, right? The more that they were trying to hurt you, it's almost like you were getting more monetary like upgrades, right? The more that they were hurting your feelings or breaking your heart or saying mean, hurtful things or talking about your this or talking about your that, right? It brought more money in for you, right? So, I mean, it's almost like this negative energy was necessary for you to get where it was you're supposed to be going here, right? With this Queen of Swords, we have the 10 of Pentacles, yeah? We have 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Once again, in order to get this absolute money, happiness, upliftment, joy, like to where you can really like just be one with the money here, right? Your ultimate happiness. You're not going with your emotions. You're going with facts. Cancer. Don't involve your emotions when it comes to money, right? Make sure you're looking like, I feel like there's a lot more of like accounting here, right? I feel like, and once again, I feel like if there's any emotions that you have about certain situations, circumstances here, right? You're keeping it very much to yourself. You're keeping it very much to yourself. I feel like you're even like making plans to like escape these situations here, and I feel like you're being very sneaky about it. I don't feel like you're telling anybody here as well, and I feel like that's to your benefit here as well. With this 8 of Cups, we have this 5 of Cups and the Empress. With the 3 of Swords in reverse, I feel you're sad about walking away. Like you're really kind of sad about walking away. I don't feel like your heart's broken. I feel like there's just certain things in this aspect where you really enjoyed it. Like there could have been certain people, just different energies here that you really could have enjoyed. And so I feel like it kind of hurts your feelings to walk away, but it's time. It's time. It's time to focus on yourself, right? I feel like once you walk away, these people are really going to miss you. Like these people are gonna think back and like remember how beautiful you were, how wonderful you were, how when you came in, it's almost like the sun started shining, you know, like when you leave this circumstance, I feel like you even like came in and like beautified the place here as well. You like made everything clean and beautiful, and I feel like as these people are like left sitting here, they're like they're reminded of you, and I feel like it really breaks their heart. It really hurts their feelings. I feel like they didn't realize what they had until after you were gone, right? Yeah. With this King of Pentacles, we have this Queen of Pentacles here, right? With the World. I feel like this, once again, this Queen of Pentacles, I feel like you are so absolutely done working with this King of Pentacles at this time. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like this this King of Pentacles could have came in and really kind of like solidified your decision, right? Like I feel like they could have been really nasty, and I feel like this Queen of Pentacles was like, okay, well, it's just time. It's time. Like there had been a lot of different things that had happened over time to really bring this out. Like there was a lot of signs, a lot of like it was a constant like thunderstorm here, right? Like I feel like you could almost like notice like the weather's a little bit dreary as this is like happening for you as well. It's time. I feel like this King of Pentacles like really showed this Queen of Pentacles who it was that they were, and it's time to move on, right? Let's get one card out for how you can help heal this energy. Pay yourself first. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you're doing, your happiness, where you can take your life, your goals here as well. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you're paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. And that's what I'm saying. As you're getting this money, like set aside some money so that when you do make this shift, when you do make this change involving work, whatever, the next time there's a change, right, you have something to fall back on. You don't have to worry about your money, what it is you're trying to do here as well, right? All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.